let's take just a moment here to remember those who couldn't make it, but were so much a part of Bob's life. These are parishioners and family members that have passed on, that Bob cites very often as being a big influence in his life. And since we're talking about what a great influence he is on all our kids and us, it's take a minute to remember the people that were an influence on him. The first is his mother and father. One's a Fitzpatrick and the other's a Fitzgibbon. Father Walter Martin, who we named the hall after, the original pastor. Yes, all those who were altar boys for Father Martin are to be saluted for not falling asleep during Mass. I'm going to burn in hell for that, I know. Another coach that Fitz brought around that was significant in many ways in helping St. Joseph is a man named Leo Ingram. Also, someone who was a parishioner for a long time and had just as much to do with the success of tournaments and carnivals. It's a man named Norm Smith. Now, the nice thing about knowing Norm Smith is you could go to any game for free. And when Fitz moved to CYO, Norm followed him up there and worked the door at all the CYO playoffs. So he'd come up, oh, Jumbo, come on in, no problem. He'd stamp your hand for today, tomorrow, and the next day. And, yeah, come on in, no problem. And he would come down, walk down Willow Street while we were practicing. And he would stop, he'd be walking his dog, he'd stop and we'd go over and talk for a while. And we learned more about the other schools and the other teams at those sessions at the fence than at any other time. He was a really good, connected man. The last one I wanted to remember was Vince Feliciani. You can see he's dedicated here as well. A business advisor, good friend of the family. He was one of the nicest men I ever knew. And I know Bob felt very comfortable having somebody watching his back like Vince when it came to money and taking care of those things. So let's take just a minute and remember them. And then it's time to bring the man himself up.